You've probably heard of dopamine detox. Block every screen, sit in silence, force yourself to feel bored on purpose. The idea sounds almost spiritual. Starve the chemical, reset the brain, come out the other side able to focus again. Here's the problem. The man who coined the term never meant any of that. In 2019, a clinical psychologist named Cameron Sepah published a guide on cognitive behavioral therapy and gave it a catchy name, dopamine fasting. He later told reporters dopamine just makes for a catchy title, and that the title wasn't meant to be taken literally. The internet ran with the literal version anyway. People stopped eating, stopped talking to friends, even avoided eye contact, chasing a chemical reset that was never real. So what does dopamine actually do? It's not the pleasure chemical most people think it is. In the 1990s, a neuroscientist named Wolfram Schultz ran an experiment on monkeys that changed how we understand this completely. Dopamine didn't spike when the monkeys got a reward. It spiked when they expected one. Dopamine isn't about liking something. It's about wanting it. It's the anticipation chemical, not the satisfaction chemical. That's exactly why a notification ping feels more addictive than the message itself. Your brain lit up before you even read it. Unpredictable rewards make this worse. A slot machine, a social feed, a like count, your brain can't stop checking because it never knows when the next hit is coming. So where does discipline actually live in the brain? Mostly in a region right behind your forehead called the prefrontal cortex. This is the part responsible for impulse control, planning, and pushing through something boring because you know it matters later. Every time you choose the harder, slower task over the easy dopamine hit, you're not fighting your brain, you're training it. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. The brain rewires itself based on what you repeat, not what you intend. Cells that fire together literally wire together, strengthening one neural pathway every time you use it and weakening the ones you don't. This is also where myelin comes in, a fatty coating that wraps around frequently used neural pathways and makes the signal travel faster. Repetition doesn't just build a habit. It physically insulates the wiring behind that habit, so it runs smoother every single time. So if a chemical reset isn't real, what actually works? The original cognitive behavioral method, just without the misleading name. Sepah's real framework targets specific compulsive behaviors, not pleasure itself. Things like compulsive phone checking, binge scrolling, or emotional eating. The structure is simple. 1 to 4 hours a day with no phone. 1 full weekend day every week. 1 longer reset every few months. A 2025 study published in PNAS Nexus had participants block mobile internet access for 2 weeks straight. Most of them improved on at least one measure of mental health and attention by the end of it. The mechanism isn't detoxing a chemical. It's removing the constant, unpredictable cues that hijack your anticipation system in the first place. Here's the part nobody expects. Boredom isn't dead time. It activates something called the default mode network. That's the same brain network responsible for daydreaming, self-reflection, and a lot of your most original ideas. When you remove constant stimulation, your brain doesn't shut down. It starts wandering, and wandering is where creativity actually comes from. The discomfort you feel in the first few minutes of being bored isn't a malfunction. It's withdrawal from constant novelty, and it passes. None of this means discipline is about white-knuckling your way through life with zero pleasure. It means understanding that your brain rewards anticipation, not comfort. And discipline is just choosing which anticipation you train it on. Every small choice to delay a reward, sit through boredom, or finish the hard task first is one more rep for that same neural pathway. You're not detoxing a chemical. You're rebuilding a wiring pattern, one repetition at a time. And that part is actually backed by real evidence. Start absurdly small. 5 minutes of focused, boring work is enough repetition to begin reinforcing the right pathway. Remove the unpredictable cues first. Phone notifications, autoplay, endless feeds, anything designed to exploit that anticipation system. Stack the hard task before the easy one. Discipline rewires faster when patience comes first and the reward comes second. Give it weeks, not days. Pathway strength shifts gradually, not overnight, and that's normal, not failure. The brain doesn't care about your intentions. It only listens to what you actually repeat.